носите.
Good day to all. I guess it's not easy after such impressive speakers to say something new and interesting that hasn't been given. The good thing about being the last speaker is that you can just sum up what others have said and add to what has been said. And that is the role of citizens, civil organizations, as well as Matsamasa, my organization, and as UMD, when there are opposing arguments, to add up to the discussion, the exchange of arguments to bring to new conclusions and prosperity. In this case, Macedonia, our common goal. The second role of civil organizations is the giving more arguments and facts and researches about demystification. It's a good thing that I am not the only one. I'm here, the only one who is not a diplomat. And I guess I can share my experience, non-diplomatic experience. I would like to point out two researches done by Matsamasa, my organization, related to the issues, and a quote by Kissinger. Let's see what the people think about all these things. One of them is about the support of Macedonian citizens about Euro-Atlantic integration, and secondly, what you're all interested in, and concerning related to all discussions, the name issue mentioned by previous speakers also. Matsamasa often does surveys concerning the people's support about their support Macedonia becoming member of EU and NATO, and recognition of our name by USA 2004. The people supported by 92%, and ever since then that support by Macedonians falls, and now the last research 62% supported, but 25% smaller is that support of the citizens of Macedonia. Where do we go if not to Macedonia and NATO? While alternative answers are USA, Turkey, Israel as strategic partners. They have small increase support in the surveys, 2 to 3%. But what is not very good news for him is that for the first time of all the researches, where in the past it was zero, around now 6% support by for Asian countries, as opposed to the idea about becoming member of EU and NATO, which was 62 in the last research. And this support, this decrease of the support is expected as in all other countries. But this is a more drastic example, especially it's because of our slow rapprochement to EU, and not and the fact that we still haven't received the deserved place. The second research was about our name. We did it 1.5 years ago, and some of you evaluated it as the most thorough research of the public opinion concerning the name issue, and our website published, because among standard questions, are you pro or against the change of the name? Most of the citizens are against any change of the name. Minority of the people are for change. Great majority say if there is any change of the name, it should be put on referendum. And the greatest opposition of the citizens, 87% of people, think that even if there is change of the name, the fact how we will be called and our language will be called Macedonian language, Macedonian people, should by no means be changed. That's it. And if we follow Henry Kissinger and his quote I mentioned before, these are our arguments. What do people say to come to the solution at the end? In order to come to the solution, 40% of the citizens think that there should be a certain compromise with Greece. But why not? What are the fears of the people? Why so we still haven't come to the solution? The greatest fear of all is that Greece will block all our further steps. The European Institute for Stabilization, Gerald Knaus, said even if we agree to a change, it should be applied only when we become members of EU. And the second fear is internal. We are afraid that we will divide ourselves as patriots and traitors when we change the name. And we are here to produce these facts, to show these facts, and to help facilitate the dialogue with the international community and with countries presented as our facilitators concerning the name issue and the candidacy status. And as Americans say, one superhero is not enough. 26 countries are represented here, so I add up to the call upon you all to help us solve this issue. We should work on a solution that will not tackle our identity issue and our naming. And if we come to a solution, that solution should be put on referendum. Otherwise, the research shows that the way otherwise is on another side. And one more time, I call upon your cooperation and discussion. First of all, we should reach internal consensus. We cannot do it in 3 days, but we'll try to come to national consensus, and then in cooperation in your countries and with the representatives of Euro-Atlantic countries to overcome this blockage in front of us. Thank you.